In the presence of God, Father, Son and Holy Spirit, we've come together to witness the marriage of Lucy and Richard, to pray for God's blessing upon them and to share their joy. Today we celebrate their love, for marriage is a gift of God in creation, through which husband and wife may know the grace of God. It is given that as man and woman grow together in love and trust, they shall be united with one another in heart, body and mind. When we see love in each other, we can't really possibly know what that divine love actually is, because it's difficult to see it. It's only when we are loved by another person. It's only when we share love with another person that we can really understand what love is.
Richard, take you, Lucy.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
Lucy, I give you this ring.
As a sign of our marriage.
As a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
With my body I honour you.
All that I am I give to you.
All that I am I give to you.
And all that I have I share with you.
And all that I have I share with you.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Lucy and Richard have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
Lucy, 3 years ago you came into my life and you didn't just perfectly fit the role of my girlfriend, but you instantly made me a better man too. You've treated me like a prince and loved me with no regret, and I couldn't have found a better girl to ask to become my wife. Today's the day that Team Dixon Barlow became Team Dixon. And for this I promise to love you for eternity and protect you forever. So we were both working for BMW at the time, and I'd only recently joined the company. And as I walked in the door for the first time, with the sun glaring behind me, with my sharpest suit on, Lucy fell down at my knees and begged me to take her out. Well, in my head, that's how it went. But in reality, it couldn't be further from the truth. She actually thought my name was Robert. After she'd finally learnt my name and I'd been there a little more, we'd both been invited to a works trip to Amsterdam. So we arrived in Amsterdam about 8:30 with a breakfast laid on and some free beer from the company. When I finally had just the right amount of beer to ask Lucy for a date, she simply said, "I'm sorry, I don't date people from work." I didn't quite know what to say, so I didn't say anything. But persistence paid off eventually when on the coach home, and after a full day of banter of beer, she obviously saw the light. So then we went on our first date. It was on manicured lawns, there was a tranquil pond, and it was a warm summer night at Moddershall Oaks where I got my chance. And boy did I take it. You started as my girlfriend, down in Worcester we stayed, sharing precious times together, all those memories we made. A year would go by and a ring would be bought, but when could I give it was my only thought. Then we finally did it, we made that big leap. We both gave our word, then we fell fast asleep. I woke that next day feeling high as one can, knowing you would be there wherever I am. Then you gave me my boy, my cool little man. He's the best of us both, and a bit of his nan. Now we're here today as real man and wife, giving our love to each other for the rest of our life. And I want you to know that whatever we do, I'll always be beside you, and Bobby will too.